Order in the court. I said order in the court. I, the honorary judge, Big Nose, want to know what is going to be done to all of these Canaanites who are committing these terrible sins that are written in the book of Vayikra. This is ridiculous already. Justice must be served. Sacrificing your children to idols, all kinds of marrying the wrong people, all these relatives, and all these sorcery and witchcraft. What are we going to do about it?
Hello, Your Honor.
Who are you?
I am your digital rabbi. Call me Rabbi Google.
Rabbi Google. Okay, Rabbi Google. Tell me, what does the Torah say to do in these situations?
Well, Your Honor, that is a very good question. You see, in some of these situations, the court has to give the death penalty.
The death penalty? We don't do that in America. I mean, we just throw them in jail forever.
Well, let me explain the death penalty to you from the Torah perspective.
Okay. I thought I was a tough guy. Wow, these Rabbi Googles are tough. Let's go see what you're talking about. Hey, what's going on? What are they doing to that guy over there? That stick figure looks like he's choking.
Well, yes, Your Honor, there are 4 types of death penalty that the Torah mentions. The first one is skila, stoning. See, there's a big stone over there. The person is stoned to death.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, that will teach these Canaanites a lesson.
The next one is called sreifa, burning. The person is burnt inside by burning hot metal.
Wow. Oh, boy. I thought I was a tough judge.
The next one is chenek, which is beheading, and then chenek, which is strangulation.
Wow. This is serious. I bet they never sinned, huh?
Well, actually, Your Honor, it's very important to note that the Talmud explains that the death penalties recorded in the Torah were very, very rare, and they were given to cause the wicked to be too scared to sin. However, in actuality, it was very rare for anybody to receive these death penalties.
Really? Why was it so rare? You got a lot of bad people in the world doing bad things. Why shouldn't we just give them the death penalty?
Well, you see, according to the Torah, you really have to be very premeditated in order to receive the death penalty.
What does that mean?
It means the person needs to do it publicly in front of 2 witnesses.
Who does a sin publicly? You got to be crazy to do it publicly.
Well, yes, we're talking about somebody who is so corrupted that they're publicly doing the violation, and the 2 witnesses warn them, and they tell them what you're doing is forbidden by the Torah, and you will receive a death penalty. And the person has to continue doing it right away. If they even make a pause, and then they do it after, we assume that they forgot.
What? What do you mean they forgot?
Well, as I said, the Torah wants there to exist a death penalty, but when that death penalty is given, the person really needs to be so far gone from normal human behavior that we have no choice but to give them the death penalty.
Okay. So, what exactly are these sins that the Torah gives these type of death penalties for?
Well, follow me. I'll show you a few of them.
What's going on over there?
Oh, this is a picture from the National Geographic over there many years ago. This is called the Molech worship.
The Molech worship? What is the Molech worship?
Yes, they would take their children and pass them in front or in between of fire by the Molech god with their priests over there. This was a terrible sin, and the Torah punishment for that was skila, stoning.
That is terrible. Hey, what's going on over here?
Who has awakened me?
Oh, well, Your Honor, this is a picture of the famous Ov idol worship, whereby a sorcerer would call a dead spirit to talk and tell them the future.
Oh boy, what's the punishment for that?
Well, the punishment for that is karet, which means that the court doesn't do anything, but God ends the person's life early.
This is what will happen in the future. What's going on over there?
Oh, this is called the Yidoni.
The Yidoni? What is the Yidoni?
Well, the Yidoni takes a bone and he puts it in his mouth and he goes into some type of a trance and gets the bone to talk.
That sounds crazy. What is it, some kind of magic?
Exactly, some type of black magic. The punishment for that is as well karet, being shortened life by heaven.
What did you say? What's going on over there?
Well, this is a person who is cursing their mother or father. Such a person is punishable by skila, by stoning.
What? You mean if you get mad at your mother or your father? Well, I mean, you shouldn't curse them, but you're going to get killed?
Well, once again, don't forget, Your Honorable Judge Big Nose, that this is talking about someone who publicly does it and is warned, and...
I see. So this is a pretty bad egg.
Yep, pretty bad egg. Anyway, so if somebody... Also, there are many other sins mentioned. I don't have pictures of all of them because they're not exactly too nice, but someone who commits adultery, who steals someone's wife, someone who gets married to their stepmother, daughter-in-law, or a male marrying another male, or somebody who marries a mother and a daughter, marries an animal.
What? Marries an animal? These people are crazy. These Canaanites, they make me so sick.
Yes, stepsister from a father or mother marries a woman who's in a nida state of impurity, marries their aunt.
Oh, I don't even want to hear about these people. This is ridiculous.
Yes, these were the things that the Canaanites and the Mitzrayim used to do, and God tells us, very important, Lo telchu bechukot hagoy, do not go in the ways of the nations of the world. And this still applies today. Whenever we see non-Jews doing a certain thing, we should not follow in their ways. We have our Torah, which is our guidebook to life, and that is the way that we should be doing. And Hashem says, Va'avdil etchem min ha'amim, I have separated you from the nations to behave in a holy way.
So like if you see like all the kids running around in scary ghost costumes and going trick-or-treating, we shouldn't do that?
Well, exactly. I'm not exactly sure where that custom comes from, but some people think that it came from idol worship.
So we shouldn't be behaving like the non-Jews are behaving, because maybe we might, by mistake, do some idol worshipping practices.
You're getting it. You're getting it.
Well, order in the court. I say, Rabbi Google, you have taught me a lot. But how are the kids supposed to remember all of these punishments?
Well, I think they should look at your big nose.
What? Are you making fun of my big nose? Your nose is not too small yourself.
Well, no. You see, Your Honorable Judge Big Nose, these punishments are listed in Perek Chaf, that's chapter 20.
What does it have to do with my big nose?
Chapter 20 is chapter nose.
Chapter 20 is chapter nose. That's ridiculous. Why is that?
Well, you see, according to our secret code, the N is really a 2 which fell upside down.
N is a 2. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
And the O and the E don't count because they're vowels.
And the... Oh, I get it. And the Z sound, that's like a 0, no Z. The S is like a Z for 0, nose. 20, chapter 20. 2 and Z and 0.
Very good. You're getting our memory system. Chapter nose.
Oh, and I know because I am Judge Big Nose. I am very allergic to all of those sinners. That's right. Those sinners, they make me sick. They make my big nose itch and sneeze. And when I sneeze, it brings punishment on all of them. For example, one day I was walking down the street and I saw somebody offering their child to the Molech god, and I just sneezed, cha-choo! And out of my nose, there flew big stones. Came flying out of my nose and flew onto those sinners and smashed them to smithereens. Boom, boom, boom! Ha-choo!
Judge Big Nose, you're really silly, getting a little carried away. But yes, the punishment for the Molech god was skila.
And then I was walking down the street, and you know what? I saw people, they were waking up the dead. I can't stand it, my nose started to itch. Achoo! And fire came out from heaven and burnt them all up, those troublemakers. And then I was walking down the street again, and I saw this kid. Well, he was an adult. He was over bar mitzvah at least, because he's old enough to get punished. And I saw him cursing his parents, and I said, "Hey, stop in the name of the law." And he said, "I don't care about all the witnesses." And he said, and all of a sudden my nose started itching. Achoo! And the stones flew out and landed on him, and he was no more. So, in Vayikra, Perek 20, Perek Chaf, that's chapter NoSe, we learn about the punishments for all of those nosy people. I mean, those people who do bad things in the ways of the nations. And the Torah says that you should have a Jewish nose. What? That's a myth. Jews don't have big noses. Well, I'm saying you should be distinguished. You should be different. When you look at you, you should see you as plain as it is on the nose on your face, that you are a Jew, and you are proud of it, and you're behaving like a Jew, and not in the ways of the nations. Oh, I get what you're saying. I mean, not like a Jewish nose that you're ugly, but it should be on your nose, proud. I am a Jew, and I am proud. Thank you very much, Your Honor, Judge Big Nose. You're welcome. And order in the court, don't let me catch any of you kids doing any of those sins. And remember, keep your Jewish nose nice and proud.